Hello again, okay, in this video. You know, over the last couple years now, every time we watch a news report on TV when it comes to dating advice, it's only women giving the dating advice. It's never men. It's only women. But I want to show you some things here, okay? This is some more dating advice for us, and I want to show you where it's going to lead us, okay? So watch up. I'll be right back with you.
The latest issue of Us Weekly that's hitting the stands right now. We've got a lot of relationship buzz to go through with Erica Suter. Great to see you, Erica. Thanks for being here.
Glad to be here.
So let's start with your cover story.
Yeah.
What's behind it? Is it all rumors? Is there any truth behind Sandra Bullock and Ryan Reynolds?
Look, there's one thing that you cannot deny. Sandra Bullock and Ryan Reynolds had great chemistry. They celebrated the New Year together at her restaurant in Austin, and they were very flirty. They hit the dance floor. They had a great time. Everyone says it was amazing chemistry that could develop into more. But right now, they have an intensely strong bond.
Fantastic. You know what? The best relationships sometimes sprout out of the best friendships.
What'd you see there? Did you hear her advice right at the end? You know, the gal asking the other gal the questions right at the end. Fantastic. Sometimes relationships develop out of friendship. And she's giving advice. Sometimes a good relationship starts out of a friendship. Excuse me! The friendship is the bond. Without a friendship, you have nothing. Never mind, you can't tell her that, right? Let's watch up and see what else she has to say.
Yes, and they're bonding over heartbreak. They've been friends for a decade. It would be a great matchup. I think everyone would love to see them together.
Fantastic. Means that movie magic, that movie chemistry could perhaps replicate itself in real life.
On the proposal, hey, they've already kissed on screen, seen each other naked on screen.
Yes, they've already kissed on screen. They've seen each other naked on screen. That's right. They was in lust with each other. So they must go there because they're in lust. Let's watch out.
Shania
Twain is married. Happened pretty quickly on the heels of her engagement.
It did. You know, Shania Twain got married in a seaside ceremony in Puerto Rico, and her friends and family actually thought they were flying in for an engagement dinner, but to their surprise, she got hitched.
Hey, why waste time, right?
Why waste time?
When it's right, it's right. You got to get right to it. Now, there's sort of an interesting backstory to their marriage, isn't there?
Right. Well, they also bonded over a breakup. You see, Shania Twain's best friend was her new husband's ex-wife.
Wow.
And that best friend cheated with, it's so complicated,
yeah,
with Shania's husband, and that's how they got together. It's endlessly complicated.
You certainly can't make this stuff.
It's kind of like the ultimate wife swap there.
That's right, that's right.
Yes, their best friend was their best friend, and their best friend was their best friend, and they got together with that best friend's husband or that best friend's wife, and they cheated, and they done this, and they cheated, and they done that, and they hurt each other, and they stabbed each other in the back, and it was the ultimate wife swap. And these are females giving us advice in the dating scene. That's right, they're giving you advice in the dating scene. They're giving you advice on how to split up. They're giving you advice on how to swap wives. They're giving you advice on how to destroy the family. Let's watch out.
We've seen Taylor and Jake really did like each other, and they were really into each other, especially Taylor. So
it was the real deal, and he just couldn't take the heat?
Yeah, but I don't think either of them probably thought it was a forever kind of thing.
Right,
you know, but they were having a lot of fun while it lasted.
Any chance?
Once again, they knew it wasn't for a forever type of thing. They knew they wasn't going to stay together. I mean, they knew they was in lust with each other, and they had to get naked, and they had to have mad, passionate love and be with each other and let everybody think they're a couple and they're happily in love. But they already knew that they wasn't going to stay together because they had to use each other up like a hamburger from McDonald's. And when we're all gone, we throw them away and we move on to our next. And who fucking cares about the kids? Who cares about who we destroy, right? Yes, females giving us dating advice on the mainstream media today. That's right, helping to destroy the family for the United States government and the global elite. Let's move on and see what else they got.
In Michigan tonight, a court case that's divided a husband and wife, and it could have implications for couples across this country. The husband could now face prison time, all for reading his wife's email. Here's Chris Bury.
Leon Walker had a hunch his wife was having an affair, so the 33-year-old Michigan man logged into her Gmail account, knowing where she kept the password, and confirmed his fear.
I definitely felt it was okay to confirm that by reading her email in our home.
But prosecutors felt differently, charging Walker with a felony count of hacking. His lawyer calls that an overzealous application of a law meant to protect trade secrets and credit card data.
It does not in any way, shape, or form, the way it's written, encompass reading somebody's email.
The Michigan case is a rare criminal prosecution for snooping in a spouse's email, raising big questions about what exactly is private between husbands and wives. Even in a shared computer, password-protected email accounts are private by federal law unless the user allows access.
The law here doesn't deal with whether you're happily married or married at all. It deals with whether or not you've accessed someone's account without authority.
And if email is private, what if your spouse opens a letter addressed to you?
If you give them permission, you can do anything you want to. But if you don't, it might be a crime.
A crime that could send Leon Walker to prison for up to 5 years.
It's outrageous. It's insane.
His case, set for trial in February, could set bold new boundaries in those murky lines of privacy between husband and wife. Chris Bury, ABC News, Chicago.
Well, that's what else they got for us. You see that? You remember that report? That's right. Because he logged into his wife's email because he suspected she was lying and deceiving him and she was cheating behind his back. He confirms it by logging into it because they're a married couple. And I'm sure when I've seen him in the other interview where he said they shared the emails, but he confirmed it, because he knew she was lying. Okay, playing the game. That's right. Not giving a flying fuck. Setting him up to dump him. Moved back to her other husband. Moved to her next boyfriend. Moved to the next. That's right. But he caught her in a lie. And it's illegal to catch somebody in a lie, isn't it? Oh, no, that's only if you catch a woman in a lie. Well, let's watch this. Watch this, and I'll be right back with you.
If you could strip away all of the cameras, all the legal proceedings, the lawyers, and just have a conversation with Leon, what do you want to say to him?
Well, for one, I hope that he will let go of this anger that he has towards me. And, we are a team, whether he likes it or not.
But you do know that you're going to testify against him with the goal of putting him in jail, perhaps. So that's a lot to ask.
It is. But what does he expect me to do? I mean, he violated my privacy. I was violated. So what about me? There's nothing out there that said, this happened to Clara, what does she think? It's all about him right now. And because he's making it all about him. He forgot what he did. And it's not fair for him to keep this going and forgetting about what he actually did to me. It was a violation of my privacy.
Yeah, what about me? I mean, after all, he snooped in my email. Oh, that's right. He violated my privacy because he caught me lying to him. That's right. What about me? It's all about him. What about me? Me. Because I lied to him, no big deal. So what if I was lying to and deceiving him? He invaded my privacy. That's right. That's right. He dared to catch me in a lie. He dared to catch me cheating behind his back. What about me? I could cheat behind his back all I wanted, is what she's saying. That's right. But you're going to send him to prison. So what do you feel about that? Well, he shouldn't have invaded my privacy because we're together, because I love him. Yeah, I always send somebody to prison I love. Yeah, we're still together whether he likes it or not. Did you hear that bullshit falling out of her mouth? Did you hear that bullshit falling out of her mouth? Because she had the ability to fucking cheat behind his back. So now he's going to probably go to prison because he dared to catch her lying and cheating. But now if we turn that around and she caught him lying and cheating, he'd probably still go to jail for adultery. But do you think she'll go to jail for adultery? No. They won't do that, will they? Yeah. Let's look and see where else this might get us. This happened up my area today, and yep, the gal's proud of herself, okay? She's proud of herself for protecting her children. Is she really? Let's watch this. I'll be right back with you.
Tallahassee. It's a long way from this kitchen table in St. Petersburg to the legislative chambers in Tallahassee. This is where Florida's new Child Abduction Prevention Act began.
I had
never been involved in anything like this before. I had to Google, how does a bill become a law?
5 years ago, Volk was going through a nasty divorce with her ex-husband, who is from the Czech Republic. When he threatened to take their son there, Volk learned something about the law that shocked her.
They were all after the fact. This was what will happen if you commit this crime. Prevention Act.
Nothing she found in her research did enough to prevent someone from illegally fleeing the country with a child during a divorce or custody battle.
And it just made good sense to me to put some measures in place to prevent the crime from happening.
Volk used the bookshelves full of research that she had done to begin writing an amendment to a Florida statute.
Actually, I used what I put into this law in my own case. That's how I was able to protect my child, and that's how I knew that this type of approach would work.
Volk mailed out 32 packets to local, state, and federal politicians. Only Democratic State Representative Darrell Roussan of St. Petersburg responded, eventually sponsoring the bill that passed unanimously in the Republican-led legislature.
The Child Abduction Prevention Act is 9 pages long. Only 50 words had to be either taken out or added out of this entire bill.
All written by a nanny with no legal training on her kitchen table.
There's no excuse now for an attorney or a judge to not be familiar with what the risk factors are or what they can do if risk is proven, what they can do to help protect that child.
It's a law that's protected her child, now working to help other children in Florida. In St. Petersburg, Jonathan Petramala, Bay News 9.
So what'd you see there? You wonder why I put that in there? You don't think it has anything to do with this story? It has a whole lot to do with this story. And when you watch from the beginning to the end, you figure out with the court system that in this country, 90% of the women will get their children, if not 95%, automatically. Even if the parents do a self-divorce and the father and the mother talk it out during the divorce and the father's going to have the children, when you walk into the courtroom, the judge will flip that script without asking either parent a thing and automatically give the woman the children unless the woman flatly denies it to the judge. And that's no lie because it happened to me. Okay? Didn't know a first thing about her and I. Didn't know what was going on between her and I. And we'd already decided the custody of my kid was coming to me and not her. And when we walked in the courtroom without the judge saying a thing, the judge immediately handed her custody. If she hadn't flipped out and said what for no to the judge, she'd have had the custody immediately because it didn't matter what we decided amongst each other. The judge decided she was having custody regardless. And that's no lie. That's what that has to do. Because in today's world, nobody knows what a relationship is. You've seen that at the beginning of this video. You hear the advice these women are given? They're advising you how to destroy your family. They're advising you how to cheat. It's all becoming normal and acceptable. And the only reason they're passing this law, she's passing this law because she went through a bitter divorce herself where she probably fucking cheated him like shit and he treated her like shit, okay? And she needs to have that kid because she don't want him taking that kid and running. She don't want him to have a chance to even have his own child. No. She's got to have the child support, and she's got to be able to use the kid as a power player over the top of your head for the rest of your life. So that way it can happen again. Think about it. If you have comments and opinions, next video, you have a good one.